So someone asked me, what are my study routines during the board exam? And for today's video, pag-uusapan natin yan. At ganito yung video ko guys kasi I just wanna show you guys yung pinuntahan namin sa Sipang na beach. And let's learn my study routines and explore Malaysia at the same time. Kaya, let's go! A lot of you may not know this or baka alam niyo na din ng iba. But when I was taking my nursing reviews, nagtatrabaho ako guys. I was working in a COVID facility wherein lahat ng mga stranded individuals, yung mga umuwi from abroad, kami yung nagkikater sa kanila. So, habang hinihintay nila yung kanilang mga, ano tawag dito, yung results for the swab tests, dun muna sila sa facility namin namamalagi for a while. So, it was June 2021 nung nag-decide yung school namin na ready na kami for the board exam. And so, sobrang excited kami kasi finally, after a year ng pandemic, magkakaroon na kami ng license. I graduated kasi June 2020 at kami talaga yung first ever batch na mag-graduate sa Zoom. And yun, wala kaming stage, wala akong picture na nag-graduate, wala akong gala, lahat. So parang kami talaga yung napuruhan. Pero ganun pa man, it was still a blessing for me because dahil din sa pandemic na yun, I got my first job as a nurse assistant sa isang COVID facility. So, during the COVID lockdown, yung mga tao walang masyadong income, I was so blessed and privileged enough na kahit papano, I was earning at nakakapadala ako sa mama ko at nakakapagbigay ako ng pagkain sa kanila, and at the same time, I was able to buy the things that I want and also pay for my review fees. Kaya if you're someone na nag-struggle ka pa rin ngayon or confused ka pa rin on what to do, like aaral ba ako while reviewing or magfo-focus muna ako sa review, here's a number one mindset na natutunan ko from my experience. You have to really prioritize what your situation is. Like, know what your situation is and prioritize it. Iba-iba kasi tayo ng priorities sa buhay. As someone na hindi financially ganun talaga ka-great. Yung mother ko kasi, she's a vendor, tapos wala akong papa kasi namatay na siya when I was 9 years old. So, si mama ko talaga yung bumubuhay sa akin. My sister pays for my tuition fee and during that time, may mga anak na rin siya. So, it's parang hindi ko na kaya ng konsensya ko na siya nga nagbabayad ng mga tuition fees ko, tapos siya pa din magbabayad ng mga review fees, tapos yung lahat-lahat ng mga bayad. That's why nung in-encourage kami ng teachers namin, ng dean namin na mag-quit muna sa job para mag-focus sa review, it was such a big dilemma for me. Parang that time nga parang nag-decide na ako, sige nga, magka-quit na lang ako kasi ito yung sabi ng dean namin. Buti na lang talaga may kakilala ako dun sa facility, yung kasabayan ko din na mag-review, si Ayan. Shoutout Ayan. Tapos sabi niya, hindi daw siya mag-quit kasi importante yung pera. And that word, sabi niya, mas importante yung pera. Yun talaga yung nag-push sa akin nga, oo nga no, importante din talaga sa akin yung pera. So, kasi yung pera na yan yung pambayad ko sa tuition, pambayad ko sa mga bills, lahat-lahat, mga gamit ko. So, yun, after ko mag-decide na hindi ako mag-quit, okay naman pala, wala naman silang magagawa. So, ayun, parang it was the best decision that I ever made in my life na magstay ako sa job. Because number one, nung nagstay ako sa job na yun, I immediately told myself na, wait, kahit nag-work ako, I can still pass. Kasi it doesn't matter if may trabaho ako. Kasi what matters the most, kasi yung mindset ko that time is, 8 hours lang naman yung work ko eh. I still have 16 hours left in my life, o lagay natin in my life talaga, lagay natin 8 hours din yung tulog ko, so 8 hours na lang yung natira. So yung 8 hours na yon, yan yung pang study ko. So it's not really an excuse na wala kang time, kasi if you want something and if you really prioritize it, magagawan mo siya ng paraan. So that decision was part of my study routine na din, you know. For me, number one talaga is to be financially stable. Yan yung nagtulong sa akin na hindi na ako mag-overthink kung saan ko hahanapin yung pera, saan ko hahanapin yung pambayad ko sa ganito, saan ko hahanapin yung pangkain ko, saan ko hahanapin yung pangkain ng family ko. Kasi nga, may trabaho na ako that time eh. And all I need to do is to really, like, just study. Just study what. Then after nun, tinanong ko yung admin namin, tapos sabi niya, sige, kung ganyan kayo, mag-work kayo dito, so i-arrange natin yan. If you're reviewing in the morning, sige, sa gabi na lang kayo mag-work. And grabe, sobrang blessed ko talaga sa ganong admin na hinayaan niya kami na mag-review. At gusto niya rin kasi kami i-keep, kaya sobrang in favor talaga sa amin lahat. Kaya nagpapasalamat din ako sa ganong experience ko because it taught me to really speak to your admins, talk to people, tell them your story, tell them your situation. Kasi may intindihan naman nila yan. Then after nun, nasettle na yon. After a week, after the orientation, nag-start na kami mag-review. At first, meron munang overview of all the lessons. Like, binibigyan kami ng mga tips and also, like, overview talaga. So, on the very first day of the review, sobrang marami akong natutunan kasi parang fresh na fresh talaga siya sa akin, guys. Yung maraming concepts na hindi naturo nung college or siguro nakalimutan ko na kasi nga 1 year din akong hindi nag-aral. So parang ang dami talagang concepts na parang new to me kaya parang refresher course talaga siya sa akin. Kaya sobrang ganda. Blessed ako doon sa review center ko kasi ang gagaling ng mga lecturers. And that is tip number 1 din. Include ko lang ha, na you have to choose a review center na sobrang komportable ka and hindi ka mahihiyang magtanong sa kanila. At kung magtatanong kayo, Kuya, paano namin malalaman if ito yung fit para sa akin? Meron kasing choices. Usually kasi yung mga review centers, meron silang mga parang pre-board or parang meron silang mga teaser na pwede ka mag-attend for free for 1 day para makita mo or para malaman mo if good fit talaga kayo. So, yan yung nangyari sa amin sa Brain Hub. Like, may 1 day free review na in-introduce lahat ng mga lecturers, tapos parang ang saya kasi noon, parang first day pa lang nung free review na yun, ang dami ko nang natutunan sa diabetes mellitus, parang, ala, ito pala, ang galing-galing naman. So kaya pag sabi ko, sige, sa Brain Hub na lang kami. Tsaka affiliated din kasi yung school namin, tsaka ayoko rin naman na mag-separate ng review center kasi yung mga classmates ko nandun na. So, it's a win-win for me. So, ito na yung usual review routine ko. And probably this is the only study routine I have. Disclaimer lang, guys, hindi talaga ako mahilig mag-aral nung college din. I was a crammer before. Yes, matataas yung grades ko kasi nagka-cram talaga ako. Like, 3 days before the exam lang ako mag-aaral. So, I don't have a structured study routine kasi parang hindi ko siya naging habit. Kaya yung pinaka number 1 talaga na tip ko sa inyo, guys, if you want to study more, is you have to start now. Literally, just start now. Ako, never talaga ako nagkaroon ng perfect na study routine because I didn't start. So, ang habit ko sa inyo na gusto kong simulan nyo na ngayon pa lang if you're a first-year nursing student or fourth-year nursing student is to start making a habit of studying every day. No, studying every day doesn't have to be 24 hours or 2 hours or 1 hour. You can study every day for 15 minutes and still call it a study. Yun yung isang bagay na hindi ko natutunan before at ngayon gusto ko siyang i-share sa inyo. It doesn't matter if 10 minutes ka lang mag-study every day. But if you make it 10 minutes per day, tapos magpapahinga ka sa Sunday or Saturday, then magiging easy na lang sa'yo na magdagdag ng another 5 minutes. So, magiging 15 minutes na siya. And another 5 minutes, magiging 20 na. So, as long as you build that habit, it will be much and much easier for you. So, study routine number 1, 8 a.m. to 5 a.m., magle-lecture kami niyan. Naka-review center kasi ako, guys. So, 8 a.m. until 5 talaga yung lectures namin. Tapos, may mga breaks lang in between, tsaka lunch. So, yun. Nakafocus lang talaga ako doon. Yes, nawawala din ako. Syempre, yung attention span natin hanggang 25 minutes lang naman yung pinaka-maximum. So, pero yung ginagawa ko palagi is lagi akong nagsusulat habang nagre-review. Tapos, inaantok din ako, naboboard din ako, kumakain lang ako, nagmo-move around ako. Pag bored na ako sa pwesto ko, magbalhin ako, ano tawag doon? Para mag-iiba ako ng pwesto. So, yun. So, 8 to 5, yan yung ginagawa ko. Like, makikinig, magsusulat, everything. Tapos, after ng 5 and 9, magpapahinga lang ako niyan. Then, after ko magpahinga, i-review ko yung mga natutunan ko on that day. Doon ako mag-highlight, doon ako mag-i-encircle, doon ko nababasahin ulit, doon ko na i-discuss sa mga classmates ko. Then after that, gagawa ako ng mga flashcards, tapos iti-test ko yung sarili ko. And then, mag-duty ako for the night, tapos matutulog, tapos grind ulit pagka next day. So yun, there's no secret na study routine para makapasa ako sa board exam. It's just that, kung ano lang yung meron ako, minamaximize ko lang siya. And laging kong inuulit-ulit dito sa TikTok page ko or dito sa YouTube channel, but teaching and sharing what you learn to your friends, to the people who wants to listen. Who wants to listen kasi may mga tao din naman na ayaw makinig sa'yo and it's not important. It's that you have to share what you're learning and explain it in a way na based on your understanding. I call it the Marites strategy. Like talking to your friend, friend, alam mo ba na may 4 na chambers pala yung heart, ganyan-ganyan. And I guarantee you, if you do that, if you start doing that, sharing what you're learning, it will be so much easier for you to do it. So, bonus things I do during the board exam is magawa ako ng mga Manila papers, sinistick ko doon, tapos nagme-memorize din ako, and more on flashcard games, tsaka mas nasasiyan ka kasi kilala ko yung sarili ko, guys. May pagka-competitive talaga ako, so if may mga games, mga trivia, questions, eklavu, mas na-energize ako, kaya mas bet ko yung mga ganyan-ganyan. Kaya ganun, parang na-realize ko din na learning should always be fun and engaging. Hindi siya kailangan na magbasa ka lang, magsulat. No, you have to innovate. You have to know who you are and then do things according to what you like. So in summary, that's just my study routine for the whole board exam. I listen to lectures from 8 to 5, magpapahinga, then review lahat ng mga tutunan ko sa gabi, and then if may time ako, I will share it to my classmates and to my friends. I will ask them questions. Ako na yung nag-a-ask kasi parang the more I ask, the more din akong natututo. Don't forget to enjoy your learning, guys, and to always evaluate yourself kung saan ka mahina at kung saan mo kailangan mag-improve. Keep motivating yourself kasi wala yang gagawa sa'yo, and always move. Isa to sa mga life-changing din na strategy na ginawa ko noon na hindi ko siya na-realize until now lang na nagja-jogging talaga ako, guys, every after review. Kahit nga during the review, pag inaantok talaga ako, nag-run ako, nagja-jogging ako sa buong facility. And lately na-realize ko, isa din pala yun sa na-contribute bakit para ang strong ng memory ko dati. Pati hanggang ngayon naman kasi mahilig talaga ako sa mga physical activities. So, don't forget to move around, don't forget to relax, and always do your best and be gentle with yourself while pushing yourself to do your best. Yun lang, guys. I hope natutunan ka today, and if you want to know more about anything nursing related or any other things related, comment below what do you want me to talk about next. And don't forget, napapasa ka sa board exam. Bye!